I think from the minute that we stepped on campus when Kayla did her visit, it's you can't even put it into words. The family atmosphere, how they just made us feel like they had known us for 20 years. We all felt comfortable. Kayla knew as soon as she walked on campus that this is where she wanted to go as a junior. So I guess the whole going to the games and making the friendships that last even when they graduate, So I think it's phenomenal.
Well, when Natalie was deciding to which school she's going to attend to, one of the things that we were trying to figure out was the main thing was the quality of the education on whichever school she's going to be going to, the program obviously, the coaching staff, the environment, and the people she's going to be exposed to. Over the last 4 years, Notre Dame has met more than any expectation, way beyond any expectation that we could have had in those areas.
The community embraces the fact that she's here and representing our community, and so when we're in a grocery store or wherever we are at some of the other kids' games, everyone comes up and they're high-fiving us, and we're watching, and so it feels good that people are embracing it and really recognizing that it's special.
My favorite memory would be on the senior night when, and it's more of a heartfelt reason why it's a favorite memory. It was when they brought the Canadian flag out and they sang the Canadian national anthem, and I think it just meant so much to me, and it's a good memory, my favorite memory, because it meant so much to Natalie as well. And probably he's going to say his favorite memories were each time and every time they beat UConn.
Definitely, absolutely.
It's hard to pick one memory, I think.
Yeah.
UConn's right up there. There's so many. It's just, going to Final Fours. It's the only time we get vacations is when Notre Dame goes somewhere. So, yeah, it's just, it's hard to express, It's hard to put in words.
Just from a favorite play perspective, I guess, would be the time that she blocked Kalina Mosquito-Lewis in one of the Connecticut games, at the three-point line. And it was just exciting. It was a very close game and a lot of intensity, so that was a pretty exciting moment.
I don't know if there's any one thing. There's sometime I look at her and I say, she got that from you, not from me, but I'm sure he probably says the same thing.
She's just sweet. I mean, I see, this is where I might start crying.
She gets that from her mom. She doesn't get that part from me. If it was me, she'd be.
I'm just so proud of the woman that she's
sister.
become. I guess, she's just a good person.
I'd probably say the caring, nurturing, motherly type of characteristics would come from me, and her intellectual and spiritual side would definitely come from her dad.
Ariel, this was her dream. I remember taking her when she was in 4th grade to the Final Four in St. Louis. I'm from St. Louis, and as we're in the car and all the excitement about it, she says, I'm going to go play at Notre Dame. And I just don't know how many kids at that age can make a bold statement like that and then live it.
I always believed that Natalie was at the right place, because when you're so far away, you always want to make sure your baby's taken care of, and they have just really looked after Natalie, ups and downs, and some of her lows and some of her highs, and they've always been there for her. I just have always known that it's the right place for her.
Those three came here. We knew just a little bit about Ace, and then Ariel. Once Ariel became a friend of theirs, and the seasons started going on, and you started to see, these kids really, really liked each other, and
They complement each other.
They were sisters, Yeah. They were sisters from the time that they set foot on campus.
Either way, they've represented themselves really well here at Notre Dame, and we're so proud of them that and all the all the relationship that we don't see it as an end. We just see it as end of a chapter.